Dominguez, who's being hassled and has to go backwards, and then swept forward by Sangare into Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White's controlled it, and Gibbs-White towards the left-hand side of the penalty area, onto his right foot to stab a shot towards goal, which is parried wide by Perry, and out for an early corner. It was a good leap, but no real contact. What can he do with this one? Forest's third corner in the early stages. Dominguez, high again towards the penalty spot. It's met by Jesus. He wins a header. That's going to go in, is it? Oh, what a save from Perry. Wow. That's an extraordinary save. The shot from Jesus is deflected, and somehow Lucas Perry has recovered his ground. He was sat down on the ground as the shot was deflected.
The keeper's made an unbelievable save, and the one afterwards, even though he was offside, the keeper wasn't to know.
This is Okafor feeding it through to Aronson, and he's got Metcher outside him to his right. Metcher edge of the penalty area, that's in. Metcher scored for Leeds. Leeds are in front. A swift move featuring the front three, Okafor and Aronson, and then stabbed to the right-hand side of the edge of the penalty area. And Metcher, inside right channel, has buried it low across the face of the goalkeeper, Matt Sells. And Leeds have the lead. The first time they've threatened, and it's come after 13 minutes. Scrappy ball around midfield, and suddenly Okafor nipped in front of Savona. And it is the Leeds fans now making lots of noise. Here is Milenkovic. He chips the ball forward towards Jesus, who wins the header and finds Savona well forward. He gives it to Ndoye. Ndoye trying to wriggle away from Ampadu near the byline, pulls over across. Perry is straight out to Sangare. Perry parried, and 8 yards out, Ibrahim Sangare scores for Forest. On hand to fire in side-footed. The rebound after the cross from Ndoye had been parried away by Lucas Perry right into the danger area. And there, just in front of the penalty spot, is Ibrahim Sangare to score for Forest. I think that might be his first Forest goal, Ibrahim Sangare. He's been here a long time.
He just wanted to body Nico Williams for some reason.
Murillo, long diagonal, great ball for Omari Hutchinson, right wing. Faced by Goodmanson near the byline, jinking out onto his left foot to fire over the cross. Gibbs-White's header, and Forest are in front. Gibbs-White scores again with his head. Second week in a row in front of the Trent end. Great ball from Murillo. Diagonal right through the Leeds half, and then Omari Hutchinson skipped out from the byline onto his right foot, curled over the cross, and Gibbs-White met it with his head, and Forest lead by 2-1 midway through the second half. Wonderful from Murillo, fabulous cross from Hutchinson, and the finish for the second week in a row from Morgan Gibbs-White with his head. Forest 2, Leeds 1.
What a ball from Murillo, two great balls. One from Murillo, and then Omari Hutchinson cutting in on his left foot, just played a nice little dink cross with a little bit of pace, and there's Gibbs-White just arriving under no pressure and just got a little glance into the far corner.
We trail 2-1. This is Ethan Ampadu. Halfway inside the Forest half, gets the ball back from Pirot. Towards the top of the D he goes and runs on and gives it Dan James to his right. Tucks it back for Ampadu to shoot. Blocked by Milenkovic, and Ndoye takes it away from the box but loses out to Dan James, who fires over a shot, and that's come back out off the rebound, and then he's diverted wide by Calvert-Lewin. Flag is up anyway for offside. And Marato coming on to replace him, so Forest change things up and just put an extra defender out there to try and protect their lead. Here's Omari Hutchinson down the right wing, taking on Jack Harrison, and he's got past him. Lovely trick into the penalty area. Goes bundled into penalty Forest. Really good play by Omari Hutchinson, who tricked his way past Jack Harrison and then got in front of him. Harrison looks frustrated. Leeds can have no complaints whatsoever. Straight into the back of Omari Hutchinson, and it's a penalty all day long. Marker will be by the time Anderson is allowed to come up and take this penalty while Jared Gillett just goes and makes sure everybody's outside the penalty area. Bang on 90 minutes. Forest leading Leeds 2-1. Elliot Anderson from the penalty spot. Great penalty from Anderson. Keeper goes the wrong way. Forest 3, Leeds 1. Anderson's first goal of the season, and that is the points wrapped up on a big, big day at the City Ground. Forest heading for their first Premier League win under Sean Dyche, and certainly closing the gap on those above them towards the bottom of the Premier League. It's Forest 3, Leeds 1, and there's only added time to come. But not very far. It's going to come out for Strauch. Strauch away to the left-hand side for Harrison. And now Harrison down the line for Okafor. Okafor fires over the cross, aimed at Calvert-Lewin. Good save. Calvert-Lewin got his head to it, ahead of Murillo. And a good save from Matt Sells. It was from pretty close range. I'm not sure there was a great deal of pace on the header from Calvert-Lewin. Sends it forward towards Awonyi. Over goes Strauch with him, and Strauch wins it away from Awonyi. And there is the full-time whistle. And Forest, for the first time since opening day, have won in the Premier League. And for the first time under Sean Dyche, they have won in the Premier League. 4 points out of 6 this week in the top flight. A draw against Manchester United last weekend. Then a draw in the Europa League with a much changed side. And now a victory against Leeds United by 3-1 to ease the pressure. It will not take them out of the bottom 3, but it will give them so much confidence to rediscover that winning feeling after so long without it. No win since opening day. Now there's been 9 long games since Forest had this feeling, and today they've come back from a goal down after 13 minutes with goals from Ibrahim Sankare, Morgan Gibbs-White, and a penalty right at the end from Elliot Anderson.